The Baker and the Nun, the Immaculate Confession, Episode 14. It was a typical morning at the Immaculate Confection, or as typical as it could be when you had a bakery run by a former nun and an overly enthusiastic baker. Today, however, the atmosphere was unusually tense.
Why?
Because Tony had made another bold claim. He had created the ultimate pastry. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony announced dramatically, wearing an apron with the words, "Will bake for applause," emblazoned on it. "I give you the Croissant of Chaos." Sister Mary stared at the counter, where Tony was carefully placing what looked like a croissant if you squinted and pretended the flaky pastry was somehow alive. She raised an eyebrow. "Tony, no. Last time we tried something like this, you turned Kevin into a meditation guru. And don't get me started on the scone of silence. What's the catch this time?" Tony beamed proudly. "The catch is, it's not a catch at all. The Croissant of Chaos will turn everything you know upside down. You eat it and boom, you get an epiphany. A true moment of realization. It's a transcendent experience." Sister Mary narrowed her eyes suspiciously. "A croissant that gives you an epiphany? Tony, last week you tried a donut of destiny. We're still dealing with the fallout from that." "Let it go, sister," Tony said, waving her off. "This one is different. This one will change everything. Forget about your problems, your regrets, your weird obsession with knitting. This croissant will put everything into perspective." Kevin, who had been lurking in the corner muttering about yoga retreats and whisking seminars, perked up. "Did someone say epiphany? I'm in. I've been having these intense realizations about the true meaning of life, and I think a pastry might just give me the final answer. It's like a cosmic pastry for the soul." Sister Mary slapped her forehead. "Oh no, not again. Last time, Kevin thought he was the chosen one because he had a croissant for breakfast. This is going to end badly." But before anyone could stop him, Kevin grabbed the croissant and took a bite. There was a moment of silence. Then, Kevin's eyes widened. I see it. I understand everything now. I've been living my life all wrong. I was trying to open a bakery for dogs. But now, it's clear. I need to start a business for cats instead." Sister Mary looked horrified. "Kevin, no. Please, not the cats again. We've been through this." Tony was grinning like a madman.
See?
The croissant worked. Kevin's life has been changed. That's what happens when you bite into the Croissant of Chaos. Pure, unfiltered chaos. Sister Mary facepalmed. "Oh, I'm going to need a vacation." At that exact moment, Martha waltzed in, looking unusually calm. For once, her usual chaotic energy was absent. "Tony, what's going on?" "I came in for a double espresso and I'm calm." Tony looked at her suspiciously. "Calm? Martha, are you feeling okay? Did you get hit by a Zen bus or something?" Martha blinked. "I don't know. I just feel at peace." I walked in, and for the first time, I didn't feel the need to throw flour at anyone or make a weirdly inappropriate joke. Sister Mary's jaw dropped. "Martha, are you broken?" "I don't know," Martha said with a shrug, "but I'm gonna try that croissant of yours. If it's as magical as Tony says, maybe I'll start my own self-help group for chaotic people." Martha took a bite. And then absolute chaos. She immediately jumped up on the counter and began chanting, "I am the queen of croissants. The pastry will set me free. I will dance with the muffins of truth." Sister Mary groaned. "Oh no, this is going to be a disaster." Tony was ecstatic.
See?
The Croissant of Chaos is working. It's bringing out the true potential of everyone. Kevin stood in the corner, staring at his phone with intense focus. "I'm starting a new Instagram account for my cat bakery idea. I think I'm going to call it Perfect Pastries. My cats are going to make the best croissants. This is genius." Sister Mary sighed heavily. "I need a nap or a lobotomy." Suddenly, Martha stopped chanting and looked down at her feet. "Wait a minute, these are muffins. These are cupcakes of destiny," she shouted, holding up a tray of cupcakes that had mysteriously appeared out of thin air. Tony scratched his head. "I don't even know what's happening anymore." Martha continued, undeterred. "I'm going to open a cupcake commune. Like a support group for people who love cupcakes and are willing to share their frosting. Sister Mary's eyes glazed over. I'm done. Just done. As Tony and Kevin exchanged wildly enthusiastic plans for their respective businesses, cat bakeries and muffin communes, Martha continued her cupcake rally. Sister Mary, now clutching a bottle of water for dear life, simply muttered, "There's only one way to fix this. We need a pie of peace. Something that will calm this whole bakery down." Tony, inspired by her words, nodded eagerly. "Pie of peace, you say? Brilliant. I'll get to work immediately. It's the answer to our problems." Martha, who is now trying to teach the cupcakes to dance, paused for a moment. "Make it blueberry. I have a feeling that blueberries are the key to world peace." Tony beamed with excitement. "Done. A blueberry pie of peace. It'll fix everything." Sister Mary leaned against the counter, exhausted. "At this point, I'll take a nap in the walk-in fridge and hope when I wake up, you've all reverted to normal. Or at least, as normal as a bakery run by a former nun and a man obsessed with croissants can be." Next episode, the blueberry pie of peace. Can Tony's new creation bring peace to the chaos? Or will it just make everything bluer? Stay tuned for more pastry-induced pandemonium. The Baker and the Nun. The Immaculate Confession. Episode 15. The bakery was quieter than usual. Too quiet. Tony stood in front of the counter, staring at his new creation, the blueberry pie of peace, which, frankly, looked more like an angry blueberry had exploded in the middle of a pie crust and then been scolded for its bad behavior. Sister Mary walked in, adjusting her habit like she was preparing for battle. She glanced at the pie, then at Tony, who was looking way too proud of himself. "Tony, I'm not sure what's happening here, but this looks like a blueberry crime scene," she said, eyeing the pie with suspicion. Tony grinned like a man who'd just invented fire. "It's not just a pie, sister. It's a revolution. This pie has the power to calm chaos, mend broken hearts, and, most importantly, bring peace to the bakery. You're looking at the world's first ever pie of peace." Sister Mary stared at the pie for a moment before crossing her arms. "And you're sure about this? Last time, you thought a croissant could solve the world's problems. That didn't go well." Tony shrugged. "Okay, the Croissant of Chaos wasn't perfect, but that doesn't mean this can't work. I mean, look at it. It's a pie of blueberries. Everyone loves blueberries." Sister Mary's eyes narrowed suspiciously. Everyone loves blueberries until they start doing yoga and trying to become one with the universe. Are you sure this pie isn't secretly trying to open a chakra in my digestive system? Tony nodded eagerly. That's exactly it. It's like blueberry yoga for the soul, but without the weird, stretchy pants. Kevin, who had been quietly taking a yoga class in the corner of the bakery for the past hour, suddenly stood up, his eyes wide. "I feel it. I feel the peace. The pie has begun its work. I think I'm becoming one with the blueberries." Sister Mary groaned. "Oh, Kevin, no. Not again. Not another spiritual awakening from a baked good." Kevin, hands pressed together in a prayer-like gesture, stood motionless. "This pie, it's like a blueberry temple. It's speaking to me, Sister Mary. It's saying, find your inner fruit." Sister Mary slapped her forehead. "This is a nightmare. I'm literally working in a bakery that's trying to open a portal to some fruity dimension." Tony nodded seriously. "Exactly. I call it Fruit Dimension 2.0. But this time, the fruit is at peace with itself. It's not about being chaotic like croissant. It's about finding balance." At that very moment, Martha walked in, twirling an umbrella for no apparent reason. "Did someone say balance? I've been working on my new cupcake meditation routine, and let me tell you, it's revolutionary. I'm calling it Zen and the art of cupcake decorating." Tony waved her off. "Martha, please. Right now, we're focused on the pie of peace. This is bigger than cupcakes. This is the future of bakery philosophy." Martha stopped mid-twirl, eyes narrowing as she stared at the pie. "That pie looks dangerous. What if it's secretly plotting to take over the bakery? I think it's time to hold a peace summit with it. I'll bring the cupcakes for snacks. We need to establish diplomatic relations." Sister Mary grabbed a fork and took a cautious bite of the pie. Everyone watched her like she was about to open a portal to another universe. She chewed thoughtfully. Then, slowly, her eyes widened in shock.
Ah,
Sister? Tony asked nervously. Is it working? Are you feeling the peace? Sister Mary stared blankly at the wall. I think I can hear the blueberries, whispering to each other. Tony's face lit up with excitement. Yes, yes, the pie of peace is working. It's connecting with your spiritual center. It's making you one with the blueberries, sister. Sister Mary slowly stood up, her hands raised in the air. I can hear them. They're singing. The blueberries are singing. Kevin, suddenly overcome with a burst of energy, rushed over and grabbed the pie. I knew it. I'm going to become the Blueberry King. I'm going to host a blueberry festival of peace. Sister Mary reached out, trying to stop him. Kevin, no.
don't eat it. Don't.
But it was too late. Kevin devoured the rest of the pie in one giant, spiritual bite. A moment of silence passed. Then, Kevin dropped to the floor in a dramatic heap, clutching his stomach. I've seen the future. The future of baked goods is blueberries and muffins, living in perfect harmony. Sister Mary stared down at Kevin. I can't deal with this right now. Tony looked at the remnants of the pie, which now looked like it had been through a psychic battle with someone who had just discovered the concept of inner peace. He sighed. Well, maybe the pie of peace isn't quite there yet. But at least we tried, right? Sister Mary grabbed a towel and wiped her face dramatically. Next time, Tony, I want a cookie that doesn't make people think they can solve the world's problems with icing and sprinkles. Kevin, still lying on the floor, raised a hand weakly. I'm starting the Blueberry Collective. Who's with me? Sister Mary turned to Tony. I think we're just going to stick with the muffins. Tony sighed.
Fine.
But if you ever want to try the pie of peace again, just let me know. It's still got some kinks to work out. Sister Mary nodded. Next time, Tony, please just make a normal pie. Like a pie of please stop with the chaos. As they all gathered around the counter, Tony began eyeing the next pastry creation in his mind. Maybe a muffin of inner harmony? Or a cinnamon roll of calm. Whatever it was going to be a journey. And Tony wasn't going to stop until every single bakery item came with its own personal epiphany. Next episode, the muffin of inner harmony, a journey of self-discovery and possibly frosting.
Polyspeaks for You incorporates voice control features that allow users to perform essential actions like opening, saving, and creating new documents, as well as interacting with font and document editing dialogues. This is particularly helpful for individuals with disabilities, enabling hands-free operation and more accessible content management. Below are some of the voice control functionalities designed for ease of use. 1. Voice-commanded document handling. Open document. Users can say commands like open document, followed by the file name or location, and Poly will open the document for them. Save document. Commands like save document as or save allow the user to save their work without needing to manually click on buttons. Poly can also handle saving with specific file names or locations as dictated. A new document. A simple voice command such as create new document or start new file will initiate a fresh document in the app. A closed document. Commands like close document or exit can be used to close the current document. 2. Font dialog voice controls. Font style. Users can control font settings by saying change font to Arial or set font at Times New Roman. This would change the selected text's font style. A font size. Commands like increase font size or decrease font size adjust the text size according to user preferences. A font color. Users can use commands such as set font color to red or change font to blue to personalize the text color. 3. Voice-commanded document editing. A text formatting. Commands like bold text, italicized text, underline text, or strikeout text allow users to edit their document easily. For example, saying bold this text will apply bold formatting to the selected text. Alignment. Users can command alignment changes by saying align left, align center, or align right. A text insertion. A user can say insert text, and the software will insert the given text at the current cursor position. A text navigation. Commands such as go to the top, scroll down, or move to the next paragraph enable users to navigate the document without the need for a mouse or keyboard. 4. Voice-activated help and assistance. Help commands. Users can ask questions like, "What can I do?" or "Help me with saving" to receive guidance on specific tasks. Polly can offer step-by-step instructions based on voice queries. A undo/redo. Voice commands such as undo or redo let users correct mistakes or revert to previous actions in their document. 5. Advanced features for accessibility. Speech recognition training. For improved accuracy, Polly can guide users through the Windows speech recognition training process, adapting to their voice patterns and improving dictation accuracy. A text-to-speech for editing. Users can have text read aloud to them while editing, making it easier to spot errors and refine their documents. These voice-controlled features make Polly Speaks for You an accessible tool for individuals with disabilities, particularly those with visual impairments, mobility issues, or other conditions that limit their ability to use traditional input devices. The hands-free operation helps users maintain independence and improve their document management and editing experience. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. The creator of Polly Speaks for You has always been driven by a passion for giving a voice to those who need it most. Whether it's through text-to-speech technology or voice recognition, the goal has always been to create tools that help individuals, especially those with disabilities or learning challenges, communicate and interact with the world in a way that is meaningful and empowering. The stories shared, such as those about the sailors aboard the HMS Victory, are not just about reliving history, they are about the power of voice. Through Polly Speaks for You, the creator saw an opportunity to use storytelling as a medium to convey courage, strength, and resilience, much like the sailors of the past. These stories are intended to inspire and engage users, reminding them of the importance of their voices, both literally and metaphorically. The idea behind these stories is to showcase how technology, particularly speech technology, can be a tool for preserving history, while also empowering users with the capability to share their own narratives. By blending history with technology, the creator of Polly Speaks for You aims to demonstrate how powerful a voice can be in shaping and sharing our world, past and present. In a sense, these stories represent more than just entertainment. They are a way for the creator to give a voice to history, to connect with users in a deeply human way, and to remind them that their voices matter, whether they are telling their own stories or those of others. The creator's work in developing Polly Speaks for You is never just about making a functional tool. It was about making sure that every voice had the power to be heard. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. This content has been adapted from the powerful features of Polly Speaks for You, South Africa's leading accessibility software. Learn more at www.polyspeaksforyou.co.za. We invite you to support this meaningful dyslexic initiative, crafted and developed by an individual who personally understands the challenges of dyslexia.